And before he was known worldwide as Hulk Hogan, he was Terry Bollea, a kid from South Tampa. Since then, he has made quite the impact. 10 Tampa Bay's Miguel Octavio is live at his restaurant near Hogan's Hangout in Clearwater.
And Miguel, for many, they lost a piece of their childhood.
Dave, a candle vigil is just being held outside his store here. Now, for many families, it was tradition to watch his larger-than-life performances in the living room, and many were embedded in the Hulkamania phenomenon growing up here as well. And that's why news of his death was so difficult to accept this morning.
Police say they received a call from Hulk Hogan's home about a cardiac arrest. He was rushed to Morton Plant Hospital in Clearwater, where he was pronounced dead.
I'm strongly encouraging everyone to keep the family in their thoughts and respect their privacy during this difficult time.
Hogan helped bring wrestling out of the ring and into living rooms, redefining the world of sports entertainment forever.
That this is the place to be on New Year's Eve.
Few communities may be prouder than right here in the Tampa Bay area. Before fame, Hogan, whose real name is Terry Bollea, grew up in Tampa and later called Clearwater Beach his home.
Here was the room that he and his brother lived in.
Hours ago, 10 Tampa Bay got an exclusive look inside his childhood home. Stephen Huntley Robertson bought it not knowing the history held within these walls.
It's quite sad, isn't it? I mean, he's a Tampa institution.
Here's a photo they took together after filming an episode of his reality show, Hogan Knows Best. Hogan didn't just put on a show in the ring, though. He was a star, no matter where the spotlight shined.
There are certain negatives that have come along in my career, and I'm just so happy that I've got so many positive things.
He became active in politics, voicing support for the Republican Party and President Donald Trump. Governor Ron DeSantis paid tribute hours ago.
He was a major icon.
But party aside, fans say he was gracious to them and had a passion for inspiring kids. Our cameras were there as he talked about bullying during a stop at the Boys and Girls Club in Tampa.
Now, while he was known as a worldwide superstar, for many people here in the Tampa Bay area, he was known almost like a friend. He was always gracious with his time when he was hanging out with fans out there. And 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Chris Hurst joins me now. You got a taste of what his character was like off camera.
Yeah, and that was from talking to two other WWE Hall of Famers who are also from Tampa Bay, but had very different relationships with Hogan, Titus O'Neil and Jimmy Hart.
I was right down the street from him and didn't even know what was going on.
Close friend and longtime manager Jimmy Hart tells me he helped Hogan's team just this morning running errands for his businesses on Clearwater Beach.
It's just hard to believe. I mean, I've had almost 200 something calls just since this morning on my phone, and I'm just like, I'm so appreciative that all the fans are sending out all this love.
He says Hogan struggled to recover from neck surgery a few weeks ago and had only just been released from the hospital after being readmitted with an infection.
Last week he called me and he was up tempo and said, "Hey, I'm getting ready to go home." And I said, "Oh, that's awesome, man." I said a prayer for you every night. This is beautiful, Hulk. I love you. And he said, "I love you too, Jimmy Hart."
Obviously, Hulk Hogan was one of the most polarizing characters in the history of the industry.
Tampa native Titus O'Neil, speaking at the Student Mental Health Center his foundation supports, says he wouldn't be where he is today without Hogan.
We gotta kick it off with some violence. Yeah.
They shared the stage when WrestleMania came to Tampa 4 years ago.
Thinking back on it, the significance of it, I mean, he was there from the beginning and helped build WrestleMania to what it is today.
It was after audio leaked of Hogan using the N-word. O'Neil says they had a chance to make peace.
I did walk out with somewhat more of a level of respect for the fact that he would even be willing to sit down with me individually and talk about it.
But he wants today to be about an icon, now gone.
It's about the loss of a life that was very significant to not only my childhood, but many people's childhood in the area of sports and entertainment.
Now, Jimmy Hart wanted to meet me here at Hogan's Beach Shop to talk in person, but as he was on the way, he called me back and said that he got a call from the WWE asking him to get on the next plane to Cleveland for a memorial for Hulk Hogan during tomorrow night's SmackDown. Live in Clearwater, Chris Hurst, 10 Tampa Bay.
All right, Chris, and across the Bay Area, fans are remembering Hulk Hogan and the impact he had on this community. Many people recounting stories about encounters with him from Clearwater to Tampa. I talked with one man tonight near Hogan's home. He built a connection with the wrestler through a friend, King Kong Bundy, who wrestled Hulk in the 80s and 90s.
I would run into him all the time. and he would remember me, you know, say, hey, how you doing? You're King Kong Bundy's guy, right? I go, yeah. Finally, he got to know my first name, right? He knew that this was his roots, and he knew not to be arrogant to anybody around here, probably anywhere in the country, really.
And that friend King Kong Bundy headlined WrestleMania 2 with a steel cage match against Hogan for the heavyweight championship.
Fans, former wrestlers, and loved ones are paying tribute tonight as local leaders are also reacting to Hulk Hogan's death. Just hours ago, Clearwater Mayor Bruce Rector released this statement, saying in part he was, quote, an inspiration to our entire Clearwater community and millions around the world. Going on to say his memory will forever have a presence and legacy in Clearwater. And Tampa Mayor Jane Castor shared a similar sentiment, saying, quote, so saddened to hear of Hulk Hogan's passing, a Tampa legend that made our community so proud. May his legacy live on.
While Hulk Hogan was controversial and polarizing at times, there's no doubt about the impact he had on lives, not only here in the Tampa Bay area, but around the world.
We've spent hours in live coverage today talking to fans and visiting his childhood home. If you missed any of this, you can find our full coverage right now on 10 Tampa Bay Plus. Download that to your TV and watch for free.